Hello everyone, my name is Meghina Shaukaru and this is my submission for EdSpark AI Engineering Intern Assignment. The project is a persona adaptive customer support agent that automatically identifies customer personas, retrieves relevant information from a knowledge base using retrieval augmented generation or RAG, generates persona specific responses and exaggerates conversations to a human supported representative whenever required. So, this GitHub repository contains the complete source code, documentation, knowledge base documents, and user interface implementation. This project is built using Python, Google Gemini, ChromoDB, LangChain, and Streaminet. So I will first walk through the project structure and then demonstrate the application end to end. So the README contains the complete documentation for the project. It includes the project overview, technology stack, architecture diagram, and persona detection strategy, RAG pipeline design, exaggeration logic, and setup instructions, environmental variables, example queries, known limitations. The overall workflow of the system is user query, persona detection, knowledge based retrieval, adaptive responsive generation, exaggeration check, and human hands off summary. This architecture satisfies all requirements specified in the assignment. So, here you go. So, the data, um, this folder contains the knowledge base used by the retrieval system. The document includes support articles and FAQ questions, troubleshooting guidelines, and billing policies, authentication documents, and password reset guidelines, service status information, and next PDF documentations as well. So the assignment required between the 10 and 20 realistic support documents along with at least one PDF file. This project satisfies those requirements. These documents act as the source of the truth for the application. Responses are generated only from the retrieved documents content, helping ensure grounded and reliable answers. So VS Code in this, let me show you the SRC file. So the project support agent, this module performs a persona classification. It uses Gemini structured outputs to classify users into technical support, frustrated user, business executive. The detected persona and confidence score are then used by downstream components. So the RAG So the RAG PY is RAG documentation is used for this module implements the retrieval augmented generation pipeline. It handles documentation loading, PDF phrasing, test chunking, embedding generation, ChromaDB indexing, similarity search, and top K retrieval. Retrieved chunks also include metadata such as source document information and sections. And then classifier documentation, this module performs persona classification. It uses Gemini structured output to classify users into technical expert, frustrated users, and business executive. So and response file is used. This module generates persona aware response. It combines user query, persona classification, retrieve context. This module applies grounding rules to reduce hallucinations. It also evaluates exaggeration conditions and creates structured hands-off summaries. And CLI pipeline is this module provides a command line interface version of the application. The project supports both the command line interface and the Streamlit based web interface. For this demonstration, I am showing the Streamlit application because it provides a more interactive experience. So let me show you the Streamlit one. So this file server as the main web application, it generates all backend modules and displays user message and detected persona, confidence score, retrieved sources, generated responses, exaggeration status, and human hands-off summary. I will now run the application, you will get to know. So let me run the application for you. So yeah, so here what I have run is that the application is running locally through Streamline Init. Gemini API credentials are stored securely inside a local env file. The env file is included from the version control and is not uploaded to GitHub, ensuring the safety credentials remain protected. Now I open the application in the browser. So yeah, this is a streamlined init interface. The user enters a support request and the application performs like persona detection, knowledge based retrieval, adaptive persona generation, exaggeration evaluation, and human hands off creation when required. So let's test the application using several customer scenarios. Let me enter some of the this message contains like okay, let me run this. So this message contains an emotional language and signs of frustration. So like this system correctly identifies the users as the frustrated user. Notice the detected persona and confidence score. The retrieval engine searches the knowledge base and retrieval support information. The generated response uses empathetic language and focus on actionable guidance. And the technical terminology is minimized because the user is not seeking detailed technical explanation. And next is I want to point out is that the persona, confidence score, retrieved sources, generated response, and exaggeration status. So if exaggeration occurs because the request is what and retrieval confidence may be low, the exaggeration engine routes the issue to human support representative. Let me test the second one. So what are the header parameter requirements for your barrier token auth implementation? So let me run this. So this query contains technical terminology such as barrier token authentication and header parameters. The system correctly identifies the user as a technical expert. Notice how the response style changes. The retrieval engine fetches API related documentation. The related answers included more technical details, structured troubleshooting information, and implemented guideline. All responses remain grounded in the retrieval documentation. So the next is, let me test the third one. Business executive. Our our operational uptime is decreasing. We need a timeline of when this will be resolved. Okay, so okay, our operation uplift is decreasing. We need a timeline for when it will be resolved. This query focus on business impact and operational outcome. The system identifies the users as the business executive. So next is that for executive users, the response is considered as outcome focused. The technical details are minimized while the business impact and resolving guidelines are prioritized. And next is the test. Let me test the billing exaggeration one. My billing statement has unexpected duplication charges. I demand an immediate refund. Okay, let me just. Okay, sorry. Okay. So the billing and refund requests are considered as sensitive support issues. So the exaggeration engine automatically detects this condition and routes the request to the human support representative. Notice that exaggeration status is enabled, and the system also generates a structured handoff summary for you uh, to point out. So the summary contains detected persona, user issue summary, conservative history, retrieved documents, attempted actions, and confidence score, recommended next steps. And this ensures a smooth transition from AI assistance to human support. Next is that let me show you the architecture structure for the readme file from the readme file. So let me briefly explain the system architecture. Workflow begins the workflow begins with persona classification. The user message is analyzed and categorized as technical expert, frustrated user, and business executive. The query is then converted into the embedding and searched against from the knowledge base. These retrieval chunks are passed to the response generator. The response generator adapts communication style according to the detected persona while remaining grounded is retrieved knowledge. The exaggeration evaluates retrieval confidence and sensitive topics and exaggeration thresholds. The evaluation threshold and sensitive topics detection rules are configured through environmental variables, allowing system browser to be adjusted without modifying source code. When exaggeration conditions are met, the system generated and frustrated hands-off summary for a human support representative. So the conclusion I want to give is that to summarize, this project implements the complete workflow required in the assignment: persona detection, RAG based knowledge retrieval, persona adaptive response generation, exaggeration logic, and structured human handoff. The system uses Google Gemini for persona classification, response generation, and all. and streamlining it for the interactive user interface. The project supports both CLI and Streamlit interface. Although this demonstration focused on Streamlit implication, the knowledge base contains realistic support documents, including PDF, Markdown, and text files, which are used to generate grounded response through retrieval RAG generation. This exaggeration threshold and sensitive topic distinction rules are configured through env variables, making the system flexible and adaptive to different support environments. Overall, this project demonstration practical application and large language models, vector database, adaptive communication, and human in the loop support workflows. This completes my EdSparks AI engineering intern assignment submission. Thank you for the time and for watching the demonstration.